Hello everyone, welcome back to Southern Royal Fan 2601. Today we're going to be talking about the amazing legend. Everyone has heard of its name before. Yes, it is the Strasburg Railroad's number 90. So with that, let's get started. Strasburg 90 was first built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in June 1924 as a part of the Baldwin 12-42-F classic locomotives, which were originally based on the Russian decapod type of locomotive. Key specifications include 24 or 28-inch cylinders, 56-inch driving wheels, and a superheated boiler operating at 200 psi, and a running 6-drum whistle, or at least that's what I believe it had, since that's what it has today. Anyways, let's take a look at what that sounds like. Anyways, enough about all that technical stuff. Let's get to 90's life as a locomotive. Now, 90 didn't actually begin its life in the Strasburg Railroad. No, it actually began in Colorado on the Great Western Railway. No, not that one. There we go. Anyways, 90 was the largest locomotive on the Great Western's roster, and once World War II started, it actually gained a larger smoke box to accommodate poor quality coal, as the good coal was going to use for the war. This upgrade followed rebuild after a 1944 collision with a truck, which this is not the only time 90 has been in a crash. Later in 1956, it was hit by a truck, again damaging its side gear. But anyways, after the war, 90 wasn't used too much. It was only mainly used for the autumn season and for occasional excursion trains. But this is where things get interesting, because in 1963, number 90 hauled the Intermountain Limited Excursion, which was a part of the National Railway Historical Society convention, working alongside the CB&Q 5632. But it was during this event Strasburg Railroad representatives Hubert Leith and John Bowman met Great Western Superintendent Baker, expressing interest in acquiring the locomotive for Strasburg should it become available. By 1967, 90 was the only active engine on the Great Western's roster, and it was retired and put up for sale. The Strasburg Railroad bid $23,000, which is around $210,168 today. I know, not cheap. After Strasburg bought the locomotive on April 5th, 1967, Great Western got right on to shipping 90 to them, and they arrived on Strasburg on May 5th, 1967, and made its first test run that same month on the 13th. Now, the locomotive was in operable condition, but Strasburg still gave it an overhaul, and it was completed in February 1968, where 90, I guess, made its real debut. But actually, that same month, Ross Williams High Iron Company sponsored two mainland excursion trains, both with Canadian Pacific 462 locomotives number 1238 and 1286. They were originally planned to be leased to pull the train, but owner George M. Hart put them on emergency lease to the city of Reading, Pennsylvania to provide steam for a power plant. Not wanting to cancel the excursions, Roland arranged to lease another Canadian Pacific 462, but this time it was number 127 from Steamtown, and number 90 from the Strasburg to power the trains. But on February 18th, 127 hauled the first excursion on the C&J, Lehigh Valley, and Penn Central main lines between Newark, New Jersey and Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. But 90 did help double head with 127 for assistance over the C&J's Penobscot Mountain grades from Jim Thorpe to Ashley. The first excursion had many problems. While traveling in New Jersey, number 127 stalled from a poorly burning fire. While traveling on the C&J grades downhill, one of number 90's tender trucks fell apart and derailed. And while in Ashley, number 127 struggled to negotiate a Y and was blocked by a derailed diesel locomotive. Passengers were sent home in a swiftly procured fleet of buses. The following weekend, the second doubleheader excursion occurred on the same route without incidents. After the second excursion ended, number 90 was returned to Strasburg to pull its first official tourist trains there, and it was celebrated as the railroad's main attraction. But in 1994, the Strasburg Railroad crews removed this extensive smoke box because it was no longer burning bad coal. In February 2006, number 90 was repainted into its original Great Western livery and operated for a photo charter. In October 2020, number 90 was temporarily backdated to its late 1960s appearance with the original Strasburg egg logo, white wall wheels, and gold print striping for the Steam Strikes Back photo charter, commemorating Strasburg's 60th anniversary. But after 90 pulled the last of the Christmas trains for 2023, number 90 was removed from service to undergo its federally mandated 1,472-day inspection, and Strasburg plans to return the locomotive to service by the start of 2025. So I assume it will be put back to service sometime soon, especially because it already had its test fire a few weeks ago. But now the question is, why do so much people like Strasburg Railroad number 90? And to be honest, there is no real answer to that. Some people might just love it for how it looks or sounds, and for some people it might have just been the first locomotive they've ever ridden on, but I know for sure it's my favorite locomotive. But with that, the history of Strasburg 90 comes to an end. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, be sure to like and subscribe. But with that, this is Southern Royal Fan 2601 signing out. See you guys.